with another episode of My Car Story, and today we've got a great one-of-one build for you that I think you're really going to enjoy. I'm with Mark. Mark, your last name?
Spandikow.
I stopped by Mark's place. We videoed a 36 Auburn, and he said, Lou, what do you think of this one? And I'll ask you what you think of it. Put it in the comments. Mark, what year, make, and model is this one?
1936 Auburn, supercharged, and it started out as a sedan. It's made into a Woody.
You're going to think this is an amazing build. This, let's go right alongside me. So we start with the Auburn 852. Now, was the 8 for the cylinders? What did the 5 and the 2 stand for?
Do we have model number?
Model number.
It's just kind of an arbitrary number they assigned to it.
Got it. So I will stay in the front at first just to show you some of the details. Number one, you've got that heart-like fenders that you can see there. And then as we get closer, now first of all, on this custom build, who built this for you?
Mark Norton, Woodies and Rods.
Notice we've got chrome here. Usually this is not that. You see the word Auburn there with the great hood ornament there. Also notice this is flush. Usually it would not be flush. As we look at these headlights, you can see on the end of them there's like a little knob there, and that's how the Auburn people test if it's a Stabilite Auburn. You can see that little ridge right there, and we're going to step alongside it, the supercharged version. Step back with me. We'll show this one-of-one there, and that's just amazing. How long was the restoration for this?
It's a solid 5 years,
and you'll see why a solid 5 years on this one. Check out the tongue and groove here, your gas, your Auburn, as you can see, your tail light with the Auburn. Notice too that even on the wood, he wanted the wood pieces to match the mechanicals here. Let's open this, shall we? Notice the hinge work. So there's a hinge back there. Check out this ceiling on this one. That's just amazing. And even the windows, let's open up the door and we'll show them what that looks like. May I open it? Can I open this? So as we open this, go ahead. I'm not pulling hard enough. I didn't want to break anything. But notice there's this, like so, the crank that was thought through on this one. Just incredible. Your wood latch, your back seat, all of the rivets, the screws. That's amazing. The roof with the padding, as you can see with my hand. Just incredible. Let me step back and show them that. Wow. Let's close this just so we can give them. And by the way, before I even do that, look at the chrome and the woodwork. Just incredible. All right. And the back windows. So where did the idea come from the Woody?
Originally, 15 years ago, I was talking to Kurt Schultz, who's an ACD club member. I've known him for years. And he told me that nobody's ever built an Auburn Woody. And that just kind of stuck in my mind from then on until this came along.
So 5 years goes by. They're working on the car. You finally see the finished product. What was your reaction?
It was jaw-dropping. I couldn't believe it. It's just a beautiful work of art.
Did you feel like you couldn't even drive it? I mean, to your point, it is like a work of art. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's just so beautifully done by Mark Norton, and he's a woody and hot rod specialist. He did a wonderful job over the course of 5 years.
We'll definitely show his emblem here in a second. Let's open the door, shall we? It's got the suicide door. Now there's his emblem. For those of you who might want to get something like this done, first of all, the interior smells great. I could just sit in this car with the leather, and I'm going to show this here, the instrumentation. And now we'll get a closer look on that. So look at the seating. We've got this adjustment, the lights here. I notice we've got where the interior is by. We've got that there. Now tell me about this high-low that we have here. Let me just go there. Tell me about that high-low.
Dual range differential. And for better gas mileage, you switch it into high as you're going down the highway.
That would make sense. High for highway. We've got.
It's a vacuum operated system.
Okay, lights and gas. We have the Auburn there. If we're looking closely, which you'll now see, like so. We come out, and this is the radio.
The Crosley radio.
The Crosley radio. There's your knob to open up your vent. Your clock. As well as your glove box, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
And your brake. Also, you have this
Startix starting system.
like so. You can hear that clock ticking away. All right, we'll show them under the supercharged side, the business side. Matter of fact, we want to do this too. Let's show them the other side. I don't think we open that. Let's start with this side, and then we'll kind of move over to the other side. So what's on this side? And by the way, take a look at what he's done to this engine. Your light combing, your trumpets, your tag. That's just amazing. Can we open the other side while this side's open? Can I show them the butterfly here? Notice this one has the whole side opens, and this one just above the supercharger opens, and take a look at that. Wow. All right, let's start it, and we'll let it idle, and then we'll step on the brakes for a second. We'll listen to it. That usually does not look like that. That's amazing. Can you beep the horn for a second? Nice. Can you step on the brakes for a second? Mark, can you step on the brakes for a second? Perfect. Nice. We're chugging right along. So here 36 Auburn Woodie. And this one just feels great. First of all, look at the ceiling on that. I know I featured that earlier, but that's just amazing. I'll show you where we're going. We got kind of a cool little thing here. This bridge that we just got the green for is a single lane bridge. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. You don't see that every day. How's it feel driving it?
It's a good driving car.
Now you haven't driven this one much. How many shows have you brought it to?
It's been about 4 or 5 shows.
So not many.
It's always done extremely well.
Nobody's videoed this car before.
No.
So this is the first video of this car.
Coming to a roundabout.
Yeah. Let's do this whole roundabout. So we go through the neighborhood here. The Armstrong steering.
Yes.
3-speed. Take a look at that knob. This is super cool custom. Where are we going? How beautiful is this? A pond in the background. Look at that.
Lake Hill.
That looks good back there. That's nice. So does this one feel different than your other Packard when you drive this?
It's a little stronger for some reason.
Okay.
Not sure why.
Motor-wise, stronger?
It's the same engine as the Cabriolet.
Yeah.
It's the same engine as this Auburn Speedster as well. It's got
Yeah.
the same supercharged engine. For some reason this one runs better. It's a mystery.
That great antique car sound, that little groan there. Great car. So what was the reaction when you brought it to shows?
It's a crowd pleaser. When I was in Auburn,
Yeah.
at a static display on the street, people just loved it. One woman who walked up to it, she kind of wasn't paying attention to where she was, and she fell on the curb, stripped on the curb, and I felt bad for her.
So not only a jaw dropper, but an actual physical experience dropper.
Exactly.
Wow, that's impressive.
But it's always done well.
So you need, like, the nice thing about having the Woody with this background is, you know, you can always put her in the back and drive her to the hospital, which is helpful in case somebody falls. Thank you for laughing at that. Of course, we're kidding. We're not hoping to put anybody in the hospital with this car, but it is a jaw dropper for sure.
Took Best Woody in California
Now that's saying something.
against a lot of other Woodies.
To get a Best Woody in California, that's impressive. That's definitely impressive. You can see why it's so good. Runs great. And might I add, the smell in this car is just tremendous. With the leather seats, look at how nice this road is. Definitely a fun car. Round and around we go, and back to the bridge we are. just thinking of the people on the opposite side of the bridge. It must have felt like time travel. They're like, wait a minute, seeing this come rolling through.
Starting to get a little sprinkled on here.
Yeah. What a great car. What a great opportunity to show this one-of-one car. Mark, absolutely fantastic. Great build. Thanks so much for being on my car story.